What's up, everybody? The college football world is about to change as we know it, as there's rumors of the 12-team college football playoff method going away next season to incorporate a 16-team format. And I just want to ask one question. Was the 12-team playoff that terrible? Are we just taking it for granted and we don't care? Like, what is going to happen when we jump to 16 teams? Now, before we dive into that, I want to start off by saying three of the last four college football playoffs have now been changed, and I'm including this upcoming season as the third one because we went from a 14 playoff to a 12-team playoff where we got to see the best conference, Power Four conferences have automatic bids, and they'll have the first round buys with your highest ranking Group of Five champion, and then the rest were at large bids. Now we'll be seeing this year they've restructured it a little bit where it's straight seeding, where no matter where the teams are set, that is exactly how it will look when the college football playoff bracket will come out. So 3 of the last 4 years we've had and we will have new seedings and new brackets on how we look at it. But there's been rumors around, and that has actually been brought up in a lot of discussion and meetings, that a lot of college football commissioners want to lead to the 16-team model, which will grant automatic bids and all automatic qualifiers to specific conferences and only leaving one open at large bid. The method would be going down to a model of 4-4-3-3-1. It will be four SEC schools, four Big Ten schools, three ACC schools, and then three Big 12 schools. So, what is that method really going to look like? Or is this their way of just trying to get more teams in? Around the SEC spring meetings this past week, it seemed like Greg Sankey was more leaning towards the 5+7 model that we currently have, or if they open it up with the 16, it'll still grant the conference champions their rights into the automatic qualifiers, but it'll still be seeded the way how this upcoming season will look. And it seemed like the Big Ten's Tony Petitti wanted this more. So, am I missing something? Because I always thought the 12-team playoff was perfect. That was a great format. We got to see the best of the teams in, and I think this is probably the first time in a while that we didn't get a lot of pushback and a lot of argument when it came to who was in and who wasn't. SMU deserved the right to be there. Boise State deserved the right to be there. Arizona State fought their way into being into the playoff by winning their end of the bargain by winning the conference championship. So we got to see a lot of great teams in there. Although the rounds didn't look like it, and that's why I can understand the straight seeding model. So then they'll restructure it so it makes it a little bit more fun competition, because those games were blowouts, ladies and gentlemen, in that first round, and we all know that. But it doesn't mean it was terrible. 12 teams, in my eyes, was the perfect model, where if you were on the back end, you don't deserve to be rewarded for having a tough schedule and your losses should matter just a little bit more because of these losses in your conference seem to outweigh the wins against another conference schedule. That seems like a load of bullcrap. And it seems like in hearing that or having that thought process, seems like we're going to let a lot of stuff slide for you being just barely slightly above average because you're in a quote unquote more dominant conference like the Big Ten or the SEC compared to the conferences of the ACC or the Big 12. I don't really like that model. I prefer we stay at this 12-team model and we try it out again for one more year, because at this rate right now, we've only had 2 data points, and I'm including this upcoming season to show us what the 12-team format looks like. But to jump straight to 16, and at one point they rumored 14, and it seems like 14 is not even going to happen anymore. They want to go straight to 16. I'm not really feeling it. Let me know what you guys think. Was 12-team the perfect model, or do you want to see 16 teams? And if you were in charge, how would you structure the college football playoff? Is this good or is this bad? You guys let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys at the next video.